Not sure how to stay on track with weight loss? By the end of this video, you'll have 3 of our favorite strategies for how to stay motivated and avoid falling back on habits that keep you stuck. For the best wellness and weight loss advice for women over 50, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be notified when we post a video. So as nutritionists, we used to hand out meal plans and think our clients were good to go. Here's what to eat, here's what not to eat. And it helped for a while, but ultimately we realized in working with hundreds of women over the years that it just was not good enough. Following a meal plan is great for a week or two, but here's the thing. If you don't have specific foundational strategies in place, it's not going to sustain you for the long haul. So chances are you may have encountered a similar experience, if not once, but over and over again, and we know how frustrating it can be. So although meal plans can serve as a guide, they can only take you so far. And today we're sharing 3 foundational strategies that can help you not only lose weight, but keep you healthy and happy, not only while you're doing it, but for the rest of your life.
Strategy number 1 is find healthy foods you love. So if plain grilled chicken and steamed broccoli don't float your boat, that's totally fine. We are right there with you. And we're forever researching new foods and developing new recipes because tasty foods are, let's face it, they're just more fun to eat and it's more likely to help you stay on a healthy eating path. So let's take our grilled chicken and broccoli, for example. Brushing a simple mixture of something like olive oil and balsamic vinegar and dried basil onto the chicken, maybe put a little drizzle of ghee or grass-fed butter and a pinch of sea salt on your broccoli. And wow, that takes your meal to a whole new level and very little fuss. So now we're talking flavor, but we're not sacrificing nutrition. And that's the key. The key is to have simple but totally delicious recipes at your fingertips so you can really create an easy, healthy meal without a lot of stress. And it's impossible, and like we said, just no fun if you feel like the only way to stick with a healthy eating plan is to eat bland food or food that takes forever to cook. So keep in mind also that variety is essential for your digestion, your immune health, and pretty much every other system in your body. So you want to keep different ideas flowing. The good news is that there are so many healthy options out there, and you just need to find a few favorites and learn new ways to make healthier foods taste good so you look forward to eating them. Otherwise, you're going to be counting the days until your diet ends and you can go back to your tastier way of eating. That's not okay. We want the healthy path to be your tasty way of eating. So does this make sense? Do you have healthy, easy recipes that you truly enjoy eating? Comment below and let us know.
All right, let's talk strategy number 2, plan ahead for healthy eating. All right, so let's talk about planning. Do you plan to eat healthy? There's that saying by our old friend Ben Franklin, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. And think about it for a minute. How would life be if you didn't plan for anything? Would you be able to have a secure retirement if you didn't have a financial plan? And how would your vacation be if you didn't plan to rent a car or get the right hotel or even book a plane reservation? Planning is just so essential in so many areas of our lives that somehow we leave our health and our nutrition plan in the dust. So you may be saying to yourself, planning sounds like such a pain and I already have so much to do. So we get it, and we know this isn't something you want to hear. We're lovingly saying this, but it is something you want to get a handle on because it will save you time and stress and aggravation. So there's a quote by Brian Tracy, every 1 minute planning saves 10 minutes of execution. So think about that. What an amazing return. It's a great deal. So if time was money, for every dollar you spend, you'd be getting $10 back. Plus, after you do it for a bit, it becomes a habit and so much easier. And so we suggest setting aside a particular time of the week to plan out the meals that give you the most trouble. So, for example, if you're constantly plagued by the what's for dinner question, one tip that works well for us and many of our clients is just to set aside a few minutes on a Friday or a Saturday and choose 3 dinner recipes that you want to have the following week. Then you have something specific to shop for and the exact recipe to follow, which takes a lot of stress off in the evening. So just knowing what you're going to have in advance and the ingredients on hand, it's huge. And when you make a recipe, plan to have extra so that you can have leftovers the next day for lunch or maybe even for a second dinner. And this is a wonderful routine to get into and a huge time saver. And as I said earlier, relieves a lot of stress. And remember those quick, tasty, healthy foods Jane was talking about in strategy number 1? Well, if you plan ahead and have these foods on hand in your kitchen at all times, you'll always be able to pull a simple meal together in a snap. All right, so hit the like button if you want to start planning a little bit more and make it more of a habit. And also in the comments below, let us know which meal you would benefit the most by planning.
Okay, let's dive into strategy number 3. Give up the all or nothing mentality to healthy eating. Okay. This happens so often when someone goes on a diet. They feel the need to follow it perfectly. So they're either in diet mode or off diet mode. And making one little mistake off the diet causes them to totally crumble and feel like a failure and abandon the diet. So we just hear this all the time. Click the like button if this resonates with you. Now, we like to compare this to a dropped cell phone. And we heard this analogy once and we just love it. We were just cracking up. What if you dropped your cell phone and instead of picking it up, you just smashed it with your foot, right? Does that make any sense? I mean, if you had just picked it up, it might have had a scratch or two, no harm done. So that suffice it to say that black and white thinking is not the way to maintain a long-term healthy relationship with food or your cell phone for that matter. So success comes much more readily if you allow some wiggle room and learn how to get right back on track. So how about thinking of it this way? If you're not on a diet, you can never go off a diet. Think about that. If you're not on a diet, you can't go off a diet. So instead of thinking of yourself on a diet, you're just on a healthy eating path. And that means that sometimes the path gets a little bumpy or you may run into a pothole, but that doesn't ruin the path. Just walk around it and continue on. The bottom line is that your healthy eating path does not have to be 100% perfect for you to succeed. So important to remember that.
So there you have it, our 3 foundational strategies that can help you stay on track to lose weight and keep you healthy and happy for life. Again, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified because we got lots more to share with you about wellness and weight loss for women over 50. And if you want more strategies on how to lose weight and increase energy in your second half, grab our free guide, 10 ways to amp up your energy and metabolism after 50. And we'll put it in the link below.
Also, if cravings are something that is derailing your ability to stay on track, our video on cravings and menopause is something you won't want to miss.